To enrich patient population, I can see three levels of battle. The first one is an indirect way to increase by expanding the field and benefit from other disease. As I mentioned before, by determining what your patient needs, you might discover new areas of focus, and defining the endpoints of clinical trials, you might identify overlaps with other rare diseases with complex phenotypes. You can define and insert your patient as a subgroup in other clinical trials from cardiology, hematology, myopathy, neuromuscular oncology, or others that you would have to identify talking with your clinicians. The second way of enriching the patient population is by decreasing misdiagnosis and increase medical awareness. One way is to define the standard of care for each specific medical area in a clinician workshops and having poster and oral presentation in specific conferences where you will reach as many clinicians as possible in the specific areas mentioned before in the expansion of your field. The third level is the globalization of your foundation. CORD is the counterpart of NORD, the Chinese Organization for Rare Disease and the Chinese Rare Disease Research Consortium, the CRDRC, are relatively new organizations. They have funds for establishing the National Registry for Rare Disease, and they plan to identify 5 to 30 rare disease genes per year, implements molecular diagnosis and translational research based on these genes, and facilitate the development of therapeutic strategies for rare diseases. In Europe, you can get into Orphanet or Eurordis to create affiliates of your foundations or get in contact with European Association in the expanding field.